In June 1948, while Seebohm Rowntree's team were in the midst of their interviews, the Empire Windrush landed at Tilbury docks, bringing young men from the Caribbean to fill Britain's labour shortages. None of the original Seebohm Rowntree interviews were with people of colour. Melvin's story draws on the memories of some of those who made their lives in Yorkshire, imagining what they might have said.
When I first arrived, the thing that I noticed most clearly was the libraries. I mean, we had libraries at home, back home, but the size of these. I mean, the one near where I live in Leeds, it's just a branch library, but the size of it, it is huge. I had a good education. You know, my parents were very strict about that, and I loved to read anything I could get my hands on. And the parish of St. Catherine in Jamaica, where I grew up, they were very serious about education and learning. So by the time I arrived in England, I was ready to take advantage of any opportunity. So that first week, I walked through the doors of the library and the books went on for miles, as far as the eye could see. And I decided then that I would read my way round the library for as long as it took. I had time. Very few friends, no family with me, long, dark evenings. So I turned left, and the first section I come across was P. So I begin with psychology. Before long, I was on to S and sociology. And you know what I pick up? This book, English Life and Leisure. I thought to myself, this is what I've been looking for. This book will tell me what I need to know about these people. These people who invite you and say, come here, we need you. And then put up nasty little sign in the window which make you know, don't bother come to this house for a room or any other house in this street. These people who stare, and they don't seem to know that it is rude. And you know what I get from this book? You know what this book show me? That this is one set of unhappy people, scared of what will come next after the war, and all of them seem to be so alone. I think that some of them even have a better time during the war than after it. Afraid of what comes next. Terrified that the Labour government is going to take something from them. You'd think after such a war that the empire would wake up to the cost of English life. And perhaps we could have our own life and leisure. My name is Joe Williams and I'm an actor, and it was great to play the role of Melvin because of course my parents are a part of the Windrush generation, and a couple of interesting things there was it was really sad to hear Melvin say that he didn't have any family here because myself and others of my generation grew up without the wisdom of grandparents. So we didn't have that wisdom being passed on to us. And the other point was education. Melvin was absolutely correct. Many West Indians were actually very educated, you know, often to a higher standard than the percentage of the population here indigenously. And this couldn't be understood, but in the West Indies, education is very much revered, and it's part of the character and makeup of a lot of the West Indians of that generation.